Legacy Moon, and this is True Crime and Mysteries. Welcome back, current subscribers, new subscribers, and those of you who are here for the very first time. Welcome. For today's video, I am going to be talking about someone who I don't normally talk about, but I saw this article and I knew I just had to do it. So let's get into it. I am going to be speaking about the self-proclaimed super mayor, Tiffany Henyard. Miss Tiff Tiff is in the news every day. Every day it's something. But I saw something. It was actually last night that I saw it. And in fact, I don't even really read up on her anymore. I just watch, different people's videos. But last night I'm going through looking at articles, reading the news, and I saw this article on her, and I was like, I got to tell the people about this. Tiffany Aisha Henyard is the mayor of a town in Illinois called Dalton, and she has been since the year 2021. Now, in the year 2022, she also became the Thornton Township supervisor. Now, how that's possible, I don't know. I don't know how you can be the mayor of one place and the supervisor of another place, but apparently it is allowed. Now, prior to all of that, she served as a trustee board member in Dalton Village, and that was between the year of 2013 to 2021. So, she's been around and she's been in the political arena for a minute. Some of you may be wondering, why is she talking about Tiffany Henyard? That's political stuff. That has nothing to do with true crime. Well, I am going to tell you it does, because Miss Tiffany is under investigation for the misuse of multiple funds. You would not believe some of the things that she has spent money on. And, I think I'm going to do a deep dive and a timeline of just all of the shenanigans that have been going on since she has been mayor and the supervisor of Thornton. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Jefferson Township, but anyway. But what I want to talk about is one of the things that has been brought to the forefront, and it has to do with her spending. Some of you may know that I am an Amazon girl. I love to shop at Amazon, and sometimes Amazon can get you in trouble. Well, apparently it has got Miss Tiffany in trouble, because it was revealed that she spent $42,000 of the people's money on Amazon. Now, I thought I shopped at Amazon because I am forever going on there ordering stuff, but what on earth did she order in one day for $42,000? Better yet, she spent little over $1,000 at the Walgreens. Now, I know those co-pays for prescriptions are high, but they're not that high. And I know she's got co-pays because she has insurance. So her prescriptions should be covered, minus co-pays. And in September, this woman was over on apparently the Wayfair website, spending over $7,000 with September, I say. That's crazy. Her friends and family must have got some good Christmas gifts in December, because she was charging it up over there at Best Buy. I'm also wondering, what in the world did she buy at Target back in May of 2023? It was $450 $54.27. What did she get? Is this a TV? What is it? And who is this stuff for? This is a lot of money, especially when it's other people's money. And Giftly, I don't even know what that is. Is that place where you do the photos and like you can get photos on pillows and stuff? I think I've seen a commercial for that. I'm not sure. But whatever that is, over $500 in one day with one purchase. What on earth is this woman doing? And more importantly, who does she think she is? Check out this clip and I will be back with the rest of my commentary.
Bills with little accountability. That's the headline out of South Suburban Dalton tonight, where an investigation into Mayor Tiffany Henyard's administrations revealed more examples of taxpayer money used for questionable purposes. Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is the one who led the probe.
Investigative reporter Ben Bradley has been shining a light on Henyard's spending and leadership for a year now. Ben?
Dina and Ray, our investigations have documented well over $100,000 in first-class travel, meals, even donations to Henyard's questionable cancer charity. But that money came from Thornton Township, where Henyard is the supervisor. She's also the mayor of Dalton, where her allies have violated state transparency laws by refusing for nearly a year to give us records showing how she spent money there. Henyard has dismissed her critics as liars and opportunists.
If you hear this is fake news, it's not real, no, this is real.
Chicago's former mayor hired to investigate a current South Suburban politician surrounded by scandal.
I know how I felt when I started seeing these numbers, so I can imagine how all of you are feeling after all this time being in the dark.
Trustees hired Lori Lightfoot after months of chaotic meetings in which they accused Tiffany Henyard of recklessly spending tax dollars on herself and her cronies. The investigation found this small South suburb went from a surplus 2 years ago to a nearly $5.5 million deficit today. Lightfoot told a packed crowd that she's only been able to review some, but not all, credit card spending.
We want to highlight a couple of credit card purchases. You're having the same reaction that we did when we saw her.
Lightfoot questioned 3 Amazon purchases in a single day, totaling more than $43,000. An unexplained Wayfair purchase of $7,699. PayPal money transfers and gift cards, all charged to the village.
I am in the White House.
Lightfoot also noted Henyard's well-documented taste for travel, paid for by both the village and the township. WGN Investigates uncovered $67,000 in unexplained travel in just 4 months by Henyard and her allies, some of it first class, and included a more than $9,000 stay at a Four Seasons. Henyard's former chief of staff in Dalton told us last January the mayor spent taxpayer money freely.
Over-the-top meals, lobster, crab legs. She liked the good stuff.
And when you were with her at these meals, was government business discussed?
No.
Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor.
Henyard frequently shouts down her critics, claiming she's the leader.
I ran to lead, and you guys keep wanting to tell me what to do. We're not doing that.
But as we found last year, she quickly clams up when questions turn toward her spending.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
What do we want?
Faced with outraged residents, a mutiny on the village board, and an ongoing federal investigation, these days the self-proclaimed super mayor is letting a criminal defense attorney do most of her talking.
He's your top aide in both Thornton Township and Dalton. Why are you trying to fire him?
He just cited the rules, so that's why I'm letting you talk to the lawyer.
Lightfoot's investigation found the village now has a bill backlog totaling nearly $6 million. Layoffs have begun, and one of the trustees who hired Lightfoot to investigate is now running to replace Tiffany Henyard as mayor. But the election is not until next year.
We've been hearing the shock and the anger from the residents in Dalton at the various village meetings. What happens now for town going forward?
Well, that federal investigation is still looming large. Tiffany Henyard is still in power, though trustees have blocked her at every step of the way. Now there's literally a debate over access to Village Hall. We're told the locks have been changed on Village Hall 3 times in the last couple of days.
Wow, the drama.
Did y'all see that clip at the very beginning when she started talking, or just before she started talking, actually, somebody shouted out Wayfair. So she apparently was going through the expenditures and PayPal and gift cards and things. This woman, she needs to be stopped. I think this is some new age embezzlement going on here. I want to talk for a second about the lady of the hour who brought us the news on the expenditures of Miss Tiffany Henyard. Her name is Lori Lightfoot. She is an attorney and was the 56th mayor of Chicago from the year 2019 to 2023. Now, I know she used to have her own private practice, but I'm not sure if she still has that now. In addition to all of that, she has also held a variety of governmental positions. Lori Lightfoot has been the one who is investigating the misuse of the finances, as well as Mayor Tiffany Henyard. And she is apparently doing her thing, getting the job done. Now, I think I'm also going to do a dive into her eventually, because I just find it interesting. And I'm going to do a deep dive into Tiffany Henyard because personally, she is a criminal. This woman is using the people's money for her own personal use. The people's money is her own personal account. Now, before anyone says, oh, she's a woman, or, oh, she's a black woman, she's a queen, power to the people. And I know and am well aware that there are Caucasian politicians who are doing criminal things as well, but never so blatant and open as this woman. And frankly, I find her ignorant. The way she talks to people. This woman has harassed and destroyed small businesses in her town, the town that she is supposed to be serving. And it's just wrong. There's another clip that I don't want to talk about it if I can't find it. So I'm going to insert 2 more clips at the end of this video, one of which just shows just how egregious this woman is in some of the backhanded things that she does. I mean, just an example, there was a town meeting one time. The people went to the meeting. There were, of course, guards, her goon squad, that double dips and gets paid, wouldn't let the people in. Then eventually they told the people it was in another place. And of course, that was a lie. So then when they go back to backtrack to go to this meeting, the meeting's done. I mean, this kind of foolishness. And I think the reason why it has been able to go on for so long is because she is black and she is a woman. To me, a criminal is a criminal. I don't care that she's black or that she's a woman. She is doing wrong by black people who live in the communities where she serves, and it's not right. I will see y'all in the next one. Before y'all get into those clips, I have to insert this message. A lot of the clips, now I know I said that, the fact that Tiffany Henyard was a black woman should not matter. And I stand firm on that. But one thing I got noticing is that a lot of the news that I could find on her, for my clips to insert were from Fox News. And y'all know what Fox News gives. I don't even need to explain that. But I refused to use them because Fox News had gone and put a copyright claim on me because I used one of their news clips in that video I did on Julio, or Julio Fulio. I don't know, the rapper from Florida, that guy. Well, I said, never again. I took that video off my channel and I will never use another Fox clip again. And a lot of the good ones that I was finding was Fox News. And I especially wanted to find the one where she has her registered sex offender friend working over at the housing department. I think he's a housing supervisor or something, doing inspections, going into people's homes. I really wanted to use that clip. But the only people who I could find reporting on that was Fox News. And you will not see near another Fox News clip in any of my videos. So I just put in a few of the ones that I could find that I think are pretty interesting. And we'll get more into her when I do the deep dive into her. I also am going to do a deep dive into Andrew Holmes because he's another one I think is a common criminal and a thug and a rapist, allegedly.
WGN investigates a small south suburb with big bills and leaders with expensive taste. Last night, we showed you how some residents and elected officials claim the local mayor retaliates against people who don't support her.
Well, tonight we look at a spending spree that's also causing questions and concern. Here again, investigative reporter Ben Bradley.
40 minutes south of Chicago, you'll find Dalton, Illinois. The median income is $24,000 a year, and yet the mayor collects more than 10 times that amount from various elected positions. And as we found, a paycheck isn't the only perk. In south suburban Dalton, the economic challenges run deep.
We still have areas that need trees cut, streets paved, alleys paved, sidewalks fixed. It's a lot of that going on.
And a lot that's being spent, not on critical repairs, but on travel, meals, and more by many top village officials.
It's an issue. It's been an issue for some time.
We just look up and we're paying for stuff. And it just makes no sense. She's just doing what she wants to do.
None of them do the things that we do here. We the only ones making sure y'all streets get paid, find ways to fix what is broken.
She is Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
But then they run in y'all, tell y'all this little fictitious story.
Would you like to just do an interview with me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, let's go. In addition to leading Dalton, she also serves as supervisor of Thornton Township. You make almost $300,000 between your two elected positions.
I do not. I don't know where you got that number from.
We got it from her own village and township records.
These are tax dollars.
So is the money being spent on village credit cards. WGN Investigates obtained copies of statements that reveal village officials have spent more than $24,000 at restaurants in just 1 year, including this Midlothian barbecue joint and a South Holland sub shop.
I've seen the same thing and more. You name it, they've done it.
Other questionable expenses include the streaming service Hulu, flights to Texas, Alabama, and Missouri, and hotel rooms in nearby suburbs, including Madison and Elk Grove Village, plus thousands of dollars spent at a hotel in downstate Pontiac.
My take is this: if they are going to something that's going to benefit the village, that's fine. But from my standpoint of view, these things don't benefit the village at all.
And then there are the trips to Las Vegas. Mayor Henyard and other top officials traveled to Sin City in May to attend a shopping center conference. It's unclear if it helped Dalton land any deals.
Don't have a clue. We're all in the dark. not only are the residents in the dark, but the trustees are also in the dark as well.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
Actually, yes. The credit card records do shed some light on tax dollars spent at several restaurants near the Strip, including Cafe Hollywood and Hot and Juicy Crawfish.
All right, any other questions?
So you're not going to answer how taxpayer dollars are being spent? That seems odd.
I just answered it. What do you mean? I just answered your questions.
You said you wouldn't answer about Las Vegas.
You asked me a question and I responded. So any other questions you may have?
They may have signed up for a conference, but they never bring anything back. So we have no idea why they go to these trips.
Remember, we mentioned Henyard was also supervisor at Thornton Township. WGN Investigates obtained copies of that agency's credit card statements as well. They show township taxpayers also spent money on the Vegas trip on everything from steak dinners to hotels, and $3,741 just on Henyard's round-trip flight.
But I shouldn't have to sit up here and break all this down.
When trustees refused to pay a big block of bills this week, the mayor accused them of putting vital city services in jeopardy.
We need receipts to understand what's going on.
We couldn't help but notice the red hat perched in front of Mayor Henyard throughout the meeting. It's from the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, which, by the way, was apparently a stop on the Vegas trip. $303 billed to Thornton Township taxpayers.
We just feel lost, and we just want the powers that be to step in and say, hey, you know, something's got to give.
If anybody else, I just want to be clear, anybody else after that, that's it?
We sought specifics from Dalton and Thornton Township about these credit card charges, expenses, and how they benefited taxpayers, but received no clarity. Mayor Henyard invited us to come back to Dalton and the township to showcase upcoming turkey giveaways, senior programs, and plans for an ice rink. Proof, she says, that she lives up to her moniker, the People's Mayor.
Another new lawsuit filed against embattled Dalton Mayor and Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
This time by a 20-year Thornton Township employee who says he was wrongly fired after refusing to comply with an alleged scheme by Henyard's team. The lawsuit says Henyard and her special assistant, Keith Freeman, pressured Dwayne Thrash to fire a school attorney and replace her with another law firm. Thrash claims he was offered a $10,000 pay increase weeks prior to facilitating this change. After he refused, he says he was fired less than a month later. We've reached out to Mayor Henyard's team about this lawsuit and have not heard back.
This is an NBC 5 News exclusive. They put their lives on the line when people need help. But some firefighters in a South suburban community are raising concerns about the money that is supposed to be spent on their retirement and health care benefits. NBC 5's Regina Waldrop spoke with one firefighter in Dalton who's now demanding answers.
The ongoing saga in Dalton now spilling over into the fire department.
But when the mayor first started to run in 2021, we did endorse her, and then everything went sideways.
Adam Farrick has been a firefighter in the village for 10 years. He's also union rep for Local 3766.
We have a ton of concerns.
Most revolve around financial issues. These are some of the grievances the union has filed against the village. Farrick claims many of the village's 21 firefighters don't want to speak out for fear of retaliation.
And there's always that scare of retaliation of what's going to happen if we don't beat to their drum.
Farrick claims money taken out of their checks for a retirement plan not going where it should.
I pick the amount that I would like with taken out of my check, and then that money is supposed to go to Nationwide. It has not been happening.
He also claims firefighters are having issues with health insurance, which the village pays for. These are some of the documents shared with NBC5 that say premiums have not been received.
Members are getting claims denied, and we did file agreements over that as well.
Trustee Brittany Norwood tells us these issues are very concerning.
It's very sad. It's sad because for the last 3 years, my colleagues on the board and I have been questioning how the money is being spent. We've been fighting for transparency so that we can have the answers to these financials.
Firefighters say they've been working without a contract going on 5 years, and they claim the village is refusing to sit down and negotiate.
We all come here because we love this place.
But you just wish?
I wish that the upper administration could get it together and do the right thing.
The Henyard administration did not respond to our requests for a statement. In Dalton, I'm Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.